Peace, love, and light, Aquarius-Pisces collective. Thank you so much for tuning in to Cusp Tarot for your Aquarius season love reading. I pray that Aquarius season has been treating you well thus far, helping you out, getting you clear, getting you quirky, getting you spontaneous and spontaneous. That's not a word, but whatever. You know what I'm saying. But again, just thank you all for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for all of your likes, your comments, your shares, and subscriptions. Thank you to everybody who's donated to my channel. Thank you for everyone who's requested a reading from me. You guys are just so amazing. I am so grateful and humble to just be able to read for you all, and that you guys have trusted me with that. That's just, it warms my heart and it makes my day, and I'm just so grateful to get to know you all, and I'm so happy that you guys are resonating with your readings, and just it's giving you encouragement and things to think about and insight and confirmations. It's just so amazing. So if you are interested in a personal reading from me, go ahead and check the description box below. My email, cuspofrosestarot@gmail.com, is where you would contact me. We'll discuss the types of readings and prices and all of that, and then we'll just move on from there. Okay, so again, thank you to everyone who's donated. Just so sweet of you. Thank you to everyone who's requested a reading. Again, so sweet of you, so awesome. And I'm looking forward to just continuing to put videos out for y'all. I really am enjoying doing these. Just a little personal tidbit before I get started. I really am grateful and excited to continuously grow with you all and grow with this channel, and just thank you for all of the love and just positively engaging and helping me build this community. It really just means a lot to me. It means so much to me. So Aquapies, I'm going to do the normal spiel. For those who are new, thank you so much for your subscriptions. Welcome to the Cusp of Roses family. Here we do seasons as opposed to months, just because Cusp is kind of in the between. I think season is just a little bit better. It just works best for my energy. No need to further explain that. Love energy does cover more than just romantic love, right? So that could be friendships, that can be family, that can be career, that can be finances. Basically anything that vibrates at a love frequency can come up in a reading, right? I could be picking up on something that has happened in the past, meaning you've already energetically evolved past it or through it. I could be picking up on your current present moment right where you are, and I also could be picking up on something that's coming ahead for you. That's where your own personal intuition and discernment comes into play. Please know that you know yourself better than any tarot reader out on YouTube or anyone, right? You are living your life. It is from your point of view. It is for you to be the captain of. So this is just an opportunity. Tarot, all of this is just a tool to use to sharpen your own intuition about your situation, okay? So if it doesn't resonate, that's perfectly okay. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with the reading. I am either just not picking up on your energy, or it just wasn't a message for you, or it could resonate with you down the line, right? So it just might not have happened yet. So it kind of feels like, wait, what? And then a couple weeks later, I've been getting that through emails too. Oh my gosh, that just hit me and it happened. And it's yeah, so energetically you just might not be there yet. So just don't worry. Feel free to go ahead and just check back on these readings. Even if you watch it and you resonate, come back a couple weeks from now, or, a couple days, and just see how your energy changes. That's also a good way to just build your own intuition and kind of just gain more confidence in the knowledge of self, right? There was one more thing I wanted to say. Oh, I do a quick prayer before I start these readings, just to help ground my energy, help ground your energy. I do encourage you to pray along with me. You can do mantras while I'm praying, meditate, anything that you need to do. Say affirmations to get connected with your higher self, your divine source, or your spiritual team. That's the time to do it, okay? And then I will kind of talk about anything I'm kind of picking up in your energy ahead of time, and then we kind of see that play out in the deck or in the cards and in the spreads, right? So, Aquapies. Yeah, let's go ahead and just hop into your reading with the prayer, and then we'll get into your vibe, okay? Heavenly Father, Divine Mother, Holy Spirit, Ascended Masters of Light, my own Divine Ancestral Council, all Archangels, thank you so much for being here with me with the Cusp Collective, and especially the Aquarius-Pisces Cuspers for this particular reading. Thank you so much for connecting us in this moment in time. Thank you for allowing me to be a clear channel for the most important love messages of truth, healing, and light for the overall growth, personal development, and ascension of the Aquarius Pisces Cusp Collective. Thank you so much for covering us all in your love, light, and mercy, and lifting us up in courage every day to face and conquer any twists and any turns that may come. We are so grateful that you walk with us. We are so grateful that you love us enough to guide us and to talk with us and to hold our hands. But we thank you for giving us the courage to step out on faith and thrive in our own right and to go for our own birthright of happiness. We love you so much, and we thank you so much, and so it is. Aquapies, I think that prayer kind of touched on a little bit of what I was picking up for you all. This feels like just a very hot moment for you. It's like, let me actually leave this out. I'm sensing you're seeing a lot's happening in that third eye. They just told me maturing a little bit in your ability to connect through your crown to the divine. You're going through this hot moment. It's almost like, so they gave me this image of popcorn, right? You put the popcorn in the microwave, and you know how at first it just kind of spins and it spins and it spins for it's sometimes a good 20 seconds, right? And you're like, oh no, is this another dud bag? And then it just starts popping, and it's 1, 2, and it just pops and pops, and then it just it just balloons. I feel like you're at that moment where you're hitting 25 seconds, 30 seconds, you're hearing a pop, it's starting to pop again, and then it's just going to keep going. So I think you're starting to really build some really awesome momentum in your vortex for manifestation. Spirit's just giving me a lot of energy in my third eye in the moment for you all, and also in my sacral. So this could be a very creative time for you as well. We will be going through a Mercury retrograde in Pisces, I believe. Either post your cusp, kind of right after your cusp season is over. So keep that in mind. This is a good time to just kind of go with the flow. Let Mercury do its thing. If you feel the Mercury retrogrades very strongly, just take your time. Hopefully you've gone through enough of them to kind of know what to do. And if you haven't, if that's become new for you, during a Mercury retrograde, it's super important to not make any hasty decisions. If you have to sign a contract, if you have to make any type of movement forward or any type of binding activity, right? Make sure you are reading the fine print. Go through all of it, everything, word for word. Every I is dotted, every T is crossed, everything, right? You just want to make sure you're in full understanding of what you're signing on for, because a lot of the times things can kind of go haywire, go missing, get miscommunicated. There's misunderstandings. It's just Mercury being the planet of communication, right? Just be very, very sure and careful that you are articulating yourself clearly and that you're hearing and receiving communication clearly, right? So this would be a time to ask, what did you mean by that, right? Coworkers might be coming up to you, saying some stuff, and you're like, hold on, that kind of hit me the wrong way. What were you trying to say? That type of thing, right? That could happen with family, with friends. So just be patient around communication during retrogrades. It also is a time, especially because this is a retrograde in Pisces, a lot of dream state, a lot of subconscious things are going to be kind of feeling a little murky, feeling a little backwards, feeling like you might be falling back into old subconscious patterns. Don't freak yourself out. It's kind of like a check, right? It's all right, how well, if we pull you back into this subconscious mind, how quickly can you get yourself out, right? Or do you fall and crumble on it? So it's just those little tests. And, test isn't always the best word, but it is. It's just those little check-in points, right, from the universe to be like, hey, where are you at? How have you done? Are you growing? Do you still need help? Just those types of things. So just keep in communication with your guides. Keep a strong sense of self in this moment. I think this is just a really, really awesome time for you to bring in some good things. I'm feeling like it's just all all downhill from here for you guys, like in a good way though. Like you've been working really hard, building yourself up. Like I can kind of feel it. You've been shedding layers of yourself, getting through some things, and it's kind of time to really be a little bit more at home in your energy. Now that we are in Aquarius season, and then the Pisces season is coming up, so like this is your time to really spread your wings, shed those skins, break out of any molds you've been in that no longer serve you, especially when it comes to paradigms and perspectives, right? So that's a lot, I know, but just keep it all in mind. But I think there's a lot happening for you all. So let's just see what we get, okay? Thank you so much. Ancestors, what do you have for Aqua Pies for Aquarius season in love? Oh, Aqua Pies for Aquarius season in love. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Absolutely. Like I said, communication. And, you know, it is well, I won't say it's a common belief, but once, you know, people in the spirit community, I mean, I feel like not even just people in the spiritual community, you know, communication between hearts, right? Heart, I think a lot of the light worker community, just the light community in general, or just those who are in tune with themselves, that community, right, are starting to really understand the importance of the heart energy, heart chakra, right? If you look back on, check out my playlist tab on my channel. I have all the Cusp playlists for every season. For a playlist, I have every season as a playlist, right? So all the Cusp for a season, every Cusp individually for each season. And then I also curated some meditation music, chakra healing music, Reiki music, guided meditations, sleep meditations that I have personally used to help break me out of cycles, you know, heal energy and do my own frequency work. So that's there for you guys to learn and indulge in and just kind of help find a playlist or a video that works for you. But those have all been amazing for me, so I wanted to share that. But I also have a playlist for all of my chakra readings. So I do chakra readings, for those who are new, on every new moon and full moon. And I used to do them weekly. But then that kind of got a little out of hand and it was too taxing on my energy. So now I just do the new moons and the full moons. But if you check that playlist, there's quite a few times where I get these downloads, and I've gotten the downloads of, you know, everything coming from the heart. That's where your abundance lies, is in your heart energy, that love energy, right? That soul. It's really kind of like the home for the soul in a sense. So I think you're going to be having a lot of these really raw, very to the point, kind of in your own essence, this is who I am, this is how I feel, this is what I think, take it or leave it type of conversations, but they're going to be coming from a very genuine place. This also may be energy coming towards you. So if you're watching this video, cross-watching for someone, this video could resonate for you directly, or this could be about your person, okay? So just keep that in mind. And again, if you are not watching these videos for romantic love interests, apply it to your career, apply it to your family, apply it to your friends, your finances, even just yourself, right? This could be a heart-to-heart with your own self, looking yourself in that mirror, giving yourself a pep talk, or just journaling out your raw feelings, just speaking things and thinking things in its truth and in its entirety, right? And I think that that's always important, right? It's super, super important, because if you could see here, right, the male energy, the masculine energy, now mind you, we all have masculine and feminine energy within us, so this doesn't denote gender, but the masculine energy is not looking at the feminine energy. It's almost like the feminine energy is like begging, kind of like, hey, like, I just want to talk to you, like, tell me how you feel, and the masculine energy is just like silent, not saying anything, okay? So that might be important for some of you, but there's a need to kind of break that. There's a need to truly, like, have honest conversations. This is what's been going on with me. Yeah, free yourself from any type of barrier, any walls, right? Any gates that you've boarded yourself up in as a form of protection. Trust in the fact that you are protected. That is so key. That's something that I'm learning on my journey, you know, trusting in your protection, trusting in your safety, trusting that you are good to and free right? It's time to take back control of your life, right? When you live or settle yourself in a distrusting energy, it's almost like a way of control, right? It does end up controlling your life because you don't give other people a chance to build trust with you. You don't, you know what I'm saying? It's just that closed off. And then with this card especially, it's like, Aquapage, you're this unicorn, and it's like, you could so easily hop out of the barrier and the wall and this gate that you've built around you, that you have around you. Like, it's obviously too small for you. You're outgrowing your environment. That might be the heart-to-heart conversations that you might be having with a person, place, you know, a place as in a career or a job, an employer. Like, I've outgrown this situation and I need to just be real. This is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like I need to take back control of my life. I need to free myself, free up my time, free up my energy, free my mind, free my soul, right? Free my heart, free my emotions, all of that. And that might be a note for the masculine energy, right? Is that instead of just ignoring the feminine energy, it's like it might be time to free and speak what you want to say what you got to say, do what you need to do to take back control of your life. Because ultimately, if we're, you know, we all have the power of choice. It's like, don't give your personal power away. And I kind of sense a little bit of that, Aquapaz, that you've been learning, like, oh, I have been giving my personal power to other people by not expressing what I feel, right? By not holding true or being authentic in my own vibration. Or you're just realizing and getting to a point in your own vibration where you're like, yeah, it's time to break free from the mask. It's time to break free from all the things and, you know, that I think I should be, all of that. Like, let it go, drop it, just operate from that heart center, okay? I think that's super important. Yeah, I'm actually really excited for the chakra video coming up for this full moon in Leo. Ugh, yes, it's going to be so good. I can feel it. It's going to be a game changer for sure. Speaking of, yep, give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Exactly. So if this is a situation, I'm getting a couple timelines that definitely could be for work, where you might be in a work situation where you feel like you're ready for more responsibility, you're ready to take on more projects, you're ready to grow, or you've outgrown it, right? You feel like, okay, like I need to learn more, or I need more out of this, and it's time to have a heart-to-heart conversation with your supervisor or your hiring manager or your HR team, you know, whomever that you need to speak with in order to get into this new space, in order to free yourself from your current situation, and learn something new, grow something new, give something else a chance. So this could either be, hey, I want to move into a different career or a different department, or I want to learn a new skill, that type of thing. Excuse me. This also, I'm definitely getting just general relationships, right? This could be a friend group where you need to have heart-to-heart conversations and honestly say, look, I'm not feeling this relationship anymore, this friendship anymore. I feel like I've outgrown it. I'm ready to take back control of my life, or I feel like, you know, having to hang out with you or having to deal with you, just that type of thing. Like, it's been a barrier around me and I just need to be free, that type of thing. And like giving your relationship a chance, like working on it. And I think having those heart-to-heart conversations is the best way to really work on a relationship, where you exactly say what you feel, say what you're in, like let it be what it is. If it's raw, you know, let that raw emotion out. I mean, don't hurt people intentionally with your words, but just speak from your heart. And then let the chips fall where they may, right? And that's a way to free yourself, and you are giving your relationship a chance in that way. And it's interesting too, because it's like the heart-to-heart conversations, the masculine energy is more avoidant, and give your relationship a chance, the feminine energy is avoidant. Okay? So, I'm also getting that this could be kind of like a past, present, future type thing, where like in the past, if this is a relationship for you, like a soulmate, or, you know, not even a soulmate, just a love interest, someone that you have romantic feelings for, you might have been trying to express those feelings in the past, like as a feminine energy, maybe. And the masculine was just like, don't see you, ignoring, like not even paying attention to you in that way. And you might have been coming from like a very honest, like, this is how I feel, this is what I want, da-da-da-da-da-da, right? But then it's like, because the masculine energy was like not, I got soulmate at the bottom. Yeah. Soulmate because the masculine energy wasn't paying attention, it's like you freed yourself from that connection, or just putting your energy towards that connection. And this is kind of where I'm getting my aquapies are now. Like, you guys are in this mode of like, I'm freeing myself, I'm taking back control of my life, I've let this soulmate relationship, this love connection, this person, this job, you know, this friend group take up way too much of my time, control way too much of my day, you know, too much of my life. I'm taking back control in my hands, right? I'm going to start making choices and decisions for myself, not consulting my friend group, not consulting my family, not, you know, consulting my partner. Like, I'm going to just do stuff for me now, right? Especially if they were in this energy of like not really acknowledging you or paying attention, or maybe not even hearing you out, whatever it is, you know, your situation. But I feel like this is the future energy where like now you guys are coming back together, or the masculine energy is now wanting to come in and work on the relationship, and the feminine energy is kind of like I'm hugging you, and it's like, yeah, I mean, it happens like that, right? We're like, yeah, like I want this relationship. Like, yes, I want to be with you. But you got a little making up to do. Like, that's that vibe, right? Like, yeah, I love you and I hug you and I do miss you and I want this to work, but you really hurt my feelings by ignoring me. You really, you know, that type of thing. So I don't really know if I can give all of myself to you, right? Because you just freed yourself, right? You just found freedom, or you're finding freedom now. And it's like this person is going to come back, be like, oh, wow, like see you so free and so open, and be like, oh, yeah, like I'm ready, da-da-da-da. And then you're going to be like, okay, but like, you know, you're going to have to kind of work for it. This is just working for it. So take that how that resonates. Again, that could be, you know, you could be a masculine watching this, a masculine energy. That could be your feminine. However, if you identify with the twin flame connection, soulmates, all that, just apply it to your situation, you know. All right, let's go ahead and get some more information. Yeah, ooh, the Fool for heart-to-heart conversations, and the 6 of Wands. Victory, I love that. Honestly, discuss your feelings with each other. Exactly. It's like some of you are going into a situation like at work saying, hey, I want a whole new beginning. I want a new position. This is how much I want to make, like trying to create that for yourself. Or you could be just saying, I want a new start. I want a new career. I want something else, right? But I feel like whatever heart-to-heart conversations you're having, if this is a relationship, saying like, look, I'm ready for something different. I want to be with someone else. Or, I mean, make sure you're having these conversations, like I said, from your heart. Not to hurt anybody. Be raw and real with your emotions, but be cognizant, you know, of people are people. Everyone's a human, okay? We all bleed the same. We all hurt the same. All right? Just keep that in mind. But I definitely feel like it's like you're starting something new. It's like I think you're ready for newness in your life in some way, shape, or form. You're really in this for yourself energy. And it's like it's victorious for you. It's like you're looking for that victory in a new beginning or a new start with someone or without someone. Okay? With or without. Know your situation. But definitely there's a new beginning here, and it looks very victorious. Almost like you might even get recognition for that. Like if this is at work and you say, hey, I want to start something new. This could even be like, I want to start a new project, right? Like I want to build a new situation, or like a new department, or I want to start a fundraiser or something like that. It's going to be victorious, right? You're going to get the green light to go ahead with this new beginning, whether you're taking it for yourself or whether someone's granting that to you, okay? What else for heart-to-heart conversations for Aquapies, for Aqua season? The 10 of Cups. Ooh, Aquapies. Yes, that's exactly what it is. Well, it's a couple of things. So for those who are resonating with this being the past, this being your present, and this being your future, it's like you were like, okay, you don't want to have a new beginning with me, or you're ignoring me, you're not giving me the same energy. I'm going to go ahead and walk on my new beginning, right? Going to step into this foolish energy. I'm going to walk on ahead in my new beginning because I want emotional fulfillment. I want to be happy. I want full bliss. I want to emotionally connect with someone where I feel safe, I feel love, I feel understood. We have it all. I give them the same energy they give me. It's healthy. Like, I want the whole shebang, right? You got the rainbow, you got the kids, all of that. Just full emotional bliss, contentment. Like, you have everything you wanted emotionally. Again, I is dotted and every T is crossed, okay? And that's where you're headed on this emotional fulfillment. Wow, yeah. And there's victory in an offer. So, yeah. This could be you, Aquapies, taking your cup of love somewhere else. Nights are always, not always, but nights are about movement, moving forward, action. Definitely action. So this could be you taking your cup somewhere else where you will get this recognition, right? Where you will be acknowledged, where your emotions will be acknowledged. You'll have victory in sharing yourself in that way, right? Yeah. Or this could be someone coming in and offering this to you, offering these 10 of cups to you. Like, all 10 cups are in this one cup. They're hoping for a victory with you. They might, right. It's like you might bring them this emotion or have an honest discussion about what you feel. And like, there's this sense of freedom, right? There's a sense of freedom that comes. You might be dealing with a King of Wands energy. Yeah. This is like having heart-to-heart conversations about what you really want. So if this is relationships, this is saying, okay, this is the type of relationship I want. Can you give it to me or no? Right? Are you capable of being a participant in that or no? Right? This could definitely, for those who in the past, this is what you brought. You're like, look, this is what I want. This is what I'm looking for. Is that doable or no? And I think for some of you, it was a no, because this masculine energy is like, kind of like not even giving the feminine energy attention. So it's like, okay, that's fine. I'm moving forward, right? I'm going to my new beginning with the Fool because I want my 10 of Cups. And I know that I'm going to be victorious because I know what I have to offer, right? I know that I have something worthy. Like the 6 of Wands is all about worthiness, right? For me as a reader. And I think that either was centered around a King of Wands energy, or that was you stepping into your King of Wands energy and saying, hey, this is what I want, having the heart-to-heart conversation, okay? Yeah. Or this could be this offer, right? This Knight of Cups coming in could be a King of Wands energy, okay? So just take what resonates. That is fire energy for those who are new, okay? All right, let's look into free yourself. Thank you so much, ancestors. What do you have for Aquapies for free yourself? Ooh, the Tower. Absolutely. So something's coming, crumbling down. The divine has come in. Yeah. Okay, so for those who decided to move forward from a connection where there wasn't equal reciprocity, right? Or equal give and take, that was a Tower moment for you and for them, I feel, because there's both, you see a king and a queen in here, a feminine and a masculine energy. So God granted the wish and said, okay, there you go, bringing in the Tower. There might have been some heartbreak around that, okay? And for those who are healing or going through some sort of heartbreak now, know that everything happens for a reason. This Tower came down because it wasn't sturdy is what I'm getting. Like, it just wasn't sturdy. It wasn't conducive to you actually being free. It was almost binding, and not binding where it's like like ideally, right? We would want to have foundations in our life that ground us, not bound us and chain us, but ground us. Because sometimes, we get up there, we get in this Fool energy, our heads are up to the sky, and then it's like you need that foundation to be like, okay, but remember, this is this and that is that. You know what I'm saying? Like, remember what you're tethered to, but not chained to where you're like, you can't go anywhere, or you're losing control of your life. And I think that that's what's coming down, and this Tower is like the controlling aspect of whatever this foundation was. And there's definitely some heartbreak in there. So if you are going through some heartbreak, feel it out. Don't run from it. You know what I'm saying? Do all that you can. Yeah, wow. Do all that you can to find clarity. I think that this tower is bringing in clarity. I think that's the tower. Like, there might be a point of clarity, like, oh, I've been holding myself back. Like, oh, I've been chasing or giving my energy, you know, to someone who isn't giving back. Oh, okay. Boom. Tower. Heartbreaking, yes. Like, it's sad. Like, oh, dang. Like, they didn't want to give to me, or, you know, whatever. It didn't work out. Whatever the case may be. But look at you holding this sword of truth, though. But ultimately, you're clear in your mind, which is a beautiful gift. Very beautiful tower to come through. And the clarity that you're getting is, oh, I got some work to do. There's some new work to be had. You got 2 3s back to back. Like, okay, I'm going to channel this heartbreak. And that might be what some of you might be doing. Like, okay, I'm going to use this sad energy to start a new project or to get it out creatively, right? This is all about learning a new skill, joint effort. Maybe, and oh, wow, that's perfect, right? Heart-to-heart conversations, like I said. So I'm going to show you guys again. You see how the feminine energy is all eyes on the masculine, and the masculine is not even returning it. Nowhere, not even looking. Holding her hand, but kind of just like up against a tree, just kind of like, I'm just kind of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even want to really look at you, but like, I'm here. It's this very not reciprocated, right? It's no reciprocation there. That's what's crumbling down. That's what's crumbling down, and there is a little bit of heartbreak about that, and that's normal. Know that that is normal. That's a normal emotion, especially if you were giving your heart, expressing your heart purely and truly, and just being open to someone who wasn't open back to you. Learning that, that's a lesson that we all have to learn. Okay, you're not alone in that. But now you have the clarity, divine clarity, right? So the divine stepped in and said, okay, it's time for you to take back control of your life, free yourself from this. You've expressed your heart. Right? You've shared your passion. You've said what you've wanted. Boom. Okay. It's not what it is. And forgive me if I'm sounding blunt. But this Aquarius energy is just like, woo. And then the moon is in Cancer and Leo's coming. So there's a lot happening. There's a lot happening. But ultimately, it's like this heartbreak is going to lead you to building something new. And the clarity that you gained is like, hey, I actually want to be in a relationship where there's joint effort. Right? 3 of Pentacles is all about joint effort. It's like, I want to be in something. I want to rebuild a foundation, start something new, learn a new skill of joint effort. I want to be with someone or be in a job where there's a team. It's team oriented, where it's not just me giving all my energy and not getting anything back, right? Like, it's, you know, there's an even balance of give and take, right? The overall for free yourself. Wow, another king of cups. Could definitely be your Pisces energy stepping in. Yeah, and it's like, interesting. Okay, so I'm picking up on a group of masculines, like masculine energy. So this could definitely, Aquarius, this could definitely be a masculine energy, just like again, like I said, the masculine could have been giving their heart, sharing their emotions, being open, giving and giving and giving to a feminine energy who, or whatever, you know, who was just totally not paying attention or ignoring it or not acknowledging it or just kind of like whatever the case may be. But it's like this tower, this heartbreak, this clarity, and this new skill, this new foundation, this new work, this joint effort is pushing you into King of Cups energy, where you're more in control, more knowledgeable about your emotional mind, your emotional body, and what that does to people, what it does to you, what it looks like, how it feels, how to nurture it, how to handle it, who to give it to and who not to. Because as you can see, it's this King of Cups isn't necessarily offering the cup out, right? It's very, very intense, but it's like, they're very intuitive. King of Cups is super, super intuitive, especially when it comes to the subconscious mind and the emotions, okay? It's water. It's water energy. So basically, the King of Cups is going to read you before you even open up your mouth, right? Emotionally. They'll be able to see the pain in your eyes or see, you know, the nervousness in your twitch or in your move or in your walk. That's the King of Pentacles. The King of Wands is more energy, right? It's more spirit. It's more, oh, like something's off, right? Like they're going to pick up like, oh, you're feeling very sensual, like that type of thing. Or, oh, you're kind of like guarded, without even you saying anything. They'll pick up on that. So you might be dealing with someone who has heavy fire energy and water energy in their chart. This could be you, definitely in that Piscean energy. This could also be you in this Ace of Swords. Your Aquarian energy is clarity, right? That mental clarity. But it's like you need to free yourself and it's like gaining back control of your emotions. Exactly. Not allowing your passion to drive you, but like allowing your passion to be there, but not let it drive you, right? To where you're just like over giving to someone or something or a job that's not giving back to you. But definitely standing in your emotional, learning your emotions, managing your emotions from a more healthy space. Yeah, that's the Knight of Swords. So that's quick communication, quick movement. And you could be doing this very quickly. This could all be happening for you, like boom, 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 like the tower drops, you're heartbroken, then you get clarity. Then now there's another person to either, this could be another person that you then just click with and like, okay, I want to build with them, or like you join in, or this could just be you being like, okay, now I know what to look for. Yeah. Because what's interesting about both of these kings are both looking very intensely, right? So you have the King of Cups here staring dead at you in your face. Let me get that a little closer. The King of Cups staring you dead in the face, square on, right? And then you got the King of Wands kind of leaning into you, still staring at you dead straight to your face. But you see how there's one shoulder that's leaned in a little bit, right? So the King of Wands would be more like, okay, I'm open, but I'm also guarded, right? It's like more of a 50-50. The King of Cups is completely like, I need clothes. You see how like his arm is kind of crossed against his body, his legs are crossed, so there's no instant access or instant entry, as opposed to like a King of Wands who's like, go ahead and step up, right? Fire energy, go ahead. If you get crazy, you're gonna get burned, right? That type of thing, right? Like, I'll just light you up on fire, just ignite. But because the King of Cups is more in tune with their emotions, it's like a little bit more guarded. It's like, okay, you don't get that layer of me just yet. Although, yes, I'm in control. But you see what I'm saying? So there's just a different approach to that. That might be just something you're mastering within yourself, or your masculine energy is mastering this season. Very interesting. It's not rare that I pick up on all masculine energy, but it's just... it hasn't happened too often. It's like I do pick up on it, but this is like masculine. Again, we all have masculine and feminine within ourselves, okay? So this could just be your masculine energy going through a transformation, all right? Let's look into give your relationship a chance. I love that we're ending on king energy, though. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, it's that moment. It's that ready to pop. It's that... it's going, like you're stepping into very high court energy. Yeah. Wouldn't even be surprised if it's Emperor. If an Emperor comes out. Wow. Give your relationship a chance. The Lovers. Oh, that's heavy. Yeah, it's so interesting because it kind of mimics that heart-to-heart conversations where the feminine energy is focused on the divine, focused on the love, focused on the positivity, like focused on it, like, okay, I'm here. And the masculine energy is looking down, not paying attention, not necessarily interacting in this triangle, right? Like, the Lovers also talks about a decision in love. This could be the feminine energy consulting the divine, like, okay, this is my partner. This is who I have a soul contract with, right? That's why they're naked. It's the soul. Right? It's the 5D. It's not necessarily 3D. And it's the spiritual world, the spirit realm, right? As opposed to the physical realm. You're like, okay, I know this is my person. This is who you get. We're in a contract. We're in this bind. We have this soul tie. But there's not an equal here, right? Because you could see his tree is kind of like on fire. Hers is bearing fruit. The snake's there. And snakes aren't inherently bad, okay? Snake talks about wisdom. Snakes are about healing. Snake could also be Kundalini energy, which is just, it's the energy spiral up your spine into your mind's eye. That kind of completes the matrix of your existence, or just the, there's so much I can go into. Don't worry, we'll get there eventually. But just know that that's what that is. So work on your partnership. Work on your partnership. So if you've been going, my feminine energies who are dealing with the masculine like this, right? If you've been going to the divine like, yo, like, so what am I supposed to do if they don't want to do it, or they're not, they're not doing their part, or they're not tapping in, or they're not, saying, they're not talking to me, they're not being a part of this, they're not reciprocating. What do I do? If you've been going to the divine about that, the divine is saying work on your partnership, which really means work on yourself, right? Remain open to receive, but take that focus, put it on yourself, work on your partnership. Don't give up, all right? Don't give up hope, okay? All right, anything else for give your relationship a chance? The Lovers come out. That's funny. Ooh, 10 of Wands. Yeah. So I'm definitely getting that. Okay. I'm definitely getting that the masculine energy, at least in this Lovers pair and in this give your relationship a chance, right, is, or was, this could be past tense too, carrying a lot. And a lot of what they were carrying wasn't for them to carry, but they have to realize that it's not for them to carry and drop it. Because again, that's a process. You realize, oh, I'm carrying a lot of stuff that doesn't belong to me, or a lot of energy that doesn't belong to me. That's great to acknowledge. That's great to know. But then what do we do about it, right? When do we drop it? When do you let it go? How do you let it go? What are you going to do? Like that type of thing. So it is a process. It's a process, right? There are steps to this. There's levels. All right. But it's like understanding that where, they're dealing with some sort of conflict externally that felt very burdensome to them. They definitely want me to put that. And it's interesting. Look, you got the 10 here, which talks about completion, right? Meaning that they're done. This is like the max that they can hold. They're carrying all of this. And then you have a 5 that breaks down in half. So it's like, the 5 to the 10, it's like that's what it was. Like you have your own 5 wands, and then there's thank you, Spirit. There's internal conflict with this 5 of wands, and then there's also external conflict, right? As you can see, there's a person in the middle, which is this King of Wands here, right? This is a young King of Wands there, learning how to use that wand, learning how to use the spirit, right? Learning how to fight in that way, protect themselves, protect their energy, protect what's theirs, right? Protect their path, protect their destiny, learning how to do that. And then it's like, not only were you learning that in an internal piece, but they were also having to learn like in a very 3D kind of physical way, right? Which is why there's 10s here, or the 10 of Wands here. Anything else for give your relationship a chance? So yeah, it's like, give it a chance. They had some growing to do. They had some learning to do. Don't give up faith or hope. I'm really, really drawn to the sun behind the angel there. It's like the sun card is the best card in the deck, right? It's the most positive card in the deck. And it's like, trust and have faith. Trust and have faith, okay? Yeah. 9 of Wands. A lot of spirit. They're just guarded. So this is what I was saying by feminine energies or masculine energies, however this is resonating for you. If you feel like you're being called, or you've been going to the divine and saying, hey, look, I know I got this contract with this person, or I know I'm connected to this person, or I know we're in this thing, but like it's not an equal balance. What do I do? Like how do I handle it? They're saying work on your partnership, and just like I said, focusing in on yourself as opposed to the other. Letting them, giving them space to be free, right? To take back control of their life, or take back control of their emotions with this King of Cups, take back control of their passion, their spirit, their energy with the King of Wands, allowing them to rise up into this King energy, while you kind of like, it's like, okay, let me get these words out. It's like, the over focus on them, or trying to make it work, or like da-da-da-da-da, what are they doing, da-da-da-da-da, like it's made you a little guarded towards them. Like I said, you see how she's like, I love you, I'm holding you, I'm with you, angel, right? You got wings behind him. I got you. I know this is a connection, but got some, you know, you kind of played me to the left back there. You know what I mean? That type of energy. It's like, I don't know if I'm all the way, like, you know, you're not just going to come all the way in as if nothing happened, right? That's where the heart-to-heart conversations have to come in. We got to talk about what was going down back then. And I think what it was, they just were carrying a lot. They had a lot on their plate, a lot of burdens, right? A lot of external factors at play, a lot of just things to combat. And instead of you being like guarded and kind of like a wounded warrior, this could be them even coming into you that way. Like, I've been through a lot. You know, I'm a little guarded. I don't really know, which is why, you know, back then this was that way. Like this, because kind of what I'm feeling is like could either be an explanation for it, or this is you, if you're a feminine or whatever, this is you on that end, Aquapies, where it's like you've become a little guarded because of all that has happened in the past. All of the conflicts, right? A lot of wand energy, a lot of passion. There is a lot of passion though here. Wow, get out of here. The King of Swords. Did you just end Aquapies, y'all? Like I said, you are coming in hot. Wow, this is, I'm almost at a loss for words. Like, you just ended all three in King energy. That's tight. Like, that's so dope. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, that's amazing. That's amazing. King of Swords. Look at you. That's that Aquarian energy. That air energy. Aquarius season. Coming out of this clear, confident, decisive. I know what I want. I know what I don't want. I know where I'm at. I know where I don't want to be. I know my truth. Here's that truth right here. That Ace of Swords. It's like the divine hands this to you. And then you're like, now you're gaining the power. That is so dope. That's amazing. Congratulations, y'all. Like, kudos to you. That, like, round of applause. Like, King of Wands, King of Cups, and the King of Swords to end on 3 kings. That's amazing. Yeah. And then the 10 of Swords. The 10 of Swords meaning this is the worst that it can get. This is why the divine is saying give your relationship a chance. I could be talking to the masculine energy too, right? Like, give the relationship with the feminine energy a chance. Even if the feminine energy is acting as if they, you know, they're kind of like half in, half out. You don't know. It's like, work on it. Work on it, because the worst is behind you all. The worst is over. Right? This is completion. Another 10. So all that conflict, all of that heartbreak, right? All of that is done. It's done. That's beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. Oh my gosh. I'm like high-key shooketh, honestly, right now. Just ended this reading in 3 kings. 3 kings. Only king you're missing is the King of Pentacles. Where that could just mean, Aquapies, that you already have that king in the bag, right? Like, your pentacles, your 3D, your materials are just on and popping. You're good. You're set with that. But these were the energies that you needed to step into, or that you have been stepping into, or that divine is calling you to step into during Aquarius season, or you're touching in on that. I mean, that's strong. That is strong. Yo, that's awesome. Like, I am so proud of y'all. I am so proud of you, Aquapies. Like, this is so, I can't even express it enough. Like, I'm excited for you. Like, yes. Yes. I'm definitely feeling like this is masculine. Like, masculine energy is going through a lot of transformation, and they are stepping into their power. Their power is heightening. It's like as the feminine grows and blooms and blossoms and gets stronger and stronger, because that is a process that the feminine energy is going through. A lot of feminine energy is like kind of already rocking in their vibe, like rocking in their Empress, High Priestess mode. Now it's like the masculines are coming up. It's exactly as this Lover's card. It's like she's already in her Empress, High Priestess mode, right? Empress would be, okay, look, I've mastered all of my domains. That's why my tree is bountiful. That's why this snake is over here chilling with me, right? I've learned all the wisdom. I've gained all the insight. I've had my kundalini. And you keep learning. It's not a sense of like, oh, I've gotten to a place and I don't learn anymore. No, it's like I've been on my path and I've mastering the energy. I'm really getting good at like honing it in. And it's been the masculine energy that's been a little bit sleep on that, like a little bit didn't really start the process at the same time that the feminine energy did. But woo, I think masculine's energy is going through this quickly. Yeah, with the Tower here, this is happening quick. Wow, that's awesome. That is so beautiful. I love that. This is a beautiful reading, y'all. Like, even if you're not an aquapie, like, and you're watching this, just claim it. Claim that your masculine energy, whether this be within yourself or with another person, that they will step into all three kings like that, easy. And to be able to maintain it. And I think that's what this Ten of Swords is. It's like there's no more of that like back and forth. They'll be able to maintain it. All right? Or you, like you or they, right? Take it how it resonates. All right, let's check in with the goddess. I love that it's goddess. Yeah. Frisia, bold. Unleash your adventurous side. Take risk and be daring. Definitely under that free yourself. Be daring. Be bold. Step out on faith and thrive, okay? Anything else for heart-to-heart conversations, goddesses? Who is here with this King of Wands? Ooh. The arts. Sarasvati. Yes, express yourself through creative activities. Wand energy being very creative, passion. So this definitely, you might be expressing, I think I'm talking to the masculine energy. You might be expressing your energy or your heart-to-heart, what you would like to say from your heart in the form of art, whether that be, you know, everything is an art, right? So whatever art means to you, you're using that as a tool to express yourself, and I think that's right on. Yeah, that's right on with that King of Wands energy. And please clarify what's going on, what goddess is here to complement the King of Swords. Ooh, Mott. And of course she would. Mott is the perfect, fairness, I'm sorry, y'all. Mott is the perfect complement to the King of Swords. This situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. Look at that balance. Fair and just is the perfect way to describe the King of Swords. Fairness. Underdog gets a chance. The big dog gets a chance. Everybody, it's fair across the board. There's no bias, right? Fairness. This is also for feminine energies as well. Make sure that you're working on this partnership in fairness, right? Understanding that everybody's human. Masculine energy, understanding everybody's human. We all bleed and feel the same things. What you feel, somebody definitely will feel. You are not alone, right? So treat each other fairly, love each other fairly, right? And trust that it's going to be handled in a just manner. So this is like my masculine energy, maybe wanting to offer, right? Wanting to offer this cup of love, this 10 of cups to somebody. Feeling as if like, oh, I don't know, right? She don't want to talk to me. They don't want to talk to me. He don't want to talk to me. Whatever the case may be. If you're feeling that push and that pull to say, okay, I got to offer something. I got to go for this. Be bold in that. Step boldly in that, right? Might be a great way to do it. Might get creative with how you're going to do it. There we go. Get artistic with it. Get creative. Think outside of the box. Because no matter what, it's going to be handled fairly. So no matter what the response is, if it's a yes or a no, it'll be a fair and just decision. Wow. Yep. And look, Mother Mary at the bottom. Expect a miracle. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. Masculine energies, if you're trying to get that feminine energy back or your feminine back, right? Whatever. Feminines, you're trying to get your masculine back, expect a miracle. Trust and have faith, okay? This is absolutely beautiful energy, Aquapies. I claim it in the comments, okay? Again, if you want a reading from me, go ahead and check the description box below. You can follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, and Twitter. Twitter is Cusp of Roses. I do daily galactic affirmations. I also post that on my Instagram at Cusp of Roses Tarot, and I also post that on my Tumblr at Cusp of Roses Tarot, okay? As well as just other updates until I can get a discussion board here or a community board here. That's where you guys can kind of get some updates from me, okay? So check it out, follow me, and I will see you next season, all right? Namaste.